Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, I want to stand up and start by just acknowledging Christchurch, and that we are now over a month after that devastation, and exactly where we are with people, and just what a movement it has been to actually respond quickly and get where it needs to be. I mean, the earthquake support subsidy, nearly $146 million paid into that, and where that's going and how it's going. Those businesses that needed support, nearly 9,000 applications, supporting more than 45,000 employees, 10,600 sole traders and contractors. Mr Speaker, the list goes on. And I want to talk about how we've had to shift those resources there and what it means for the rest of the country, because as identified, we are still in tough times. We still have people needing the state to lean on. We have them still needing to walk into work and income, get that sort of support. We have supers that still want to make sure that they are getting paid and getting the level of service that they need, and they needed to make sure that was happening. So we needed to make some changes. We've had to make some changes over the last couple of years, and they're ones that I stand up quite proudly. We needed to get more efficient. We needed to get smarter at how we work with people. We needed to put more into the front line. We needed to look at how you were actually helping people as they came in. In the worst of times, Mr Speaker, we have shortened waiting times for those that go into work and income, and that is something that we need to be kind of proud of. And yes, Mr Speaker, when it comes to this budget, we will be making changes. We will be making changes, we will be demanding efficiencies, we will also be looking at what is and is not working. We talk about it a lot, but what is truly evidence-based to say that we are making a difference for those families that genuinely need it? We hear from Annette King that she has the silver bullet for how she's going to actually help those under 5-year-olds. Well, I say, what a load of rubbish. It is step-by-step incremental changes and making tough decisions to cut and actually shut down what is not working. It is about stepping up and making a difference and putting the child at the centre of what you will actually do and what you will do for those children. It is not about throwing more money out at it and standing back and crossing your fingers and hoping and thinking that that will be just an easy sentence to make. It is the tough decisions that, quite frankly, under 9 years of Labour, they were not prepared to make. We did not see the tough decisions being made for those families that, quite frankly, needed it most. And now they sit on the opposition benches, think that they can throw some few sexy headlines in the paper, and that will make a difference for those children that are truly broken and hurting out there. Under this government, Mr Speaker, we have done 12 new initiatives that are evidence-based, that are making a direct difference for those children that need them. Direct difference for those children that truly need them. They are not the headline that you will see on the front page of the paper. No, they're not the ones that actually everyone's going to write numerous stories about. They are the ones that are fundamentally making a difference on the ground, putting the right professionals working with the right people for those children that I think, Mr Speaker, make a difference most. And we will do some of the other stuff that is hard to do. Let me give some examples of what we've done already. We looked at the TOPS training. So let's look at what that was. Run through tertiary, we actually took some of that back under MSD, looked at what needed to be done for those sorts of programs in both the city and in the provinces, and said we will be focusing that spending on employment and where it needs to be with that education focus. Every evidence tells you that industry partnerships relating actually the training to the job that they are going to go into will help not just a young person but anyone on an unemployment benefit more than any other program you do. Let's get back to evidence-based and what a difference it will make. Under the Ministry of Youth Development that I'm responsible for, Mr Speaker, the range, reach and relevance that we've run in the last 12 months has meant that we are, in some cases, quadrupled the number of young people that we are actually working with. That has meant getting smarter. It's meant actually getting evidence-based and how long and the number of weeks that you should work with families. So we hear a lot. It doesn't need more money. It just needs smarter working. It doesn't need a lot more dollars thrown at it. It needs tough decision made. And I'm proud to be part of a government that will stand up and make those decisions. And we will hear the bleeding hearts that go, oh my goodness, my favourite program, my favourite little neighbourhood thing is not feeling and getting a little bit, shaky. I say, make the tough decisions, put the children at the foremost of what we're doing, and we can make a significant difference, not just for them, but for our economy as well.
Tim McIndoe.